When it comes to extinction, rat holes are hard to build, so I proudly present top 3 insane rat holes with full base designs on Extinction. Coming at number 3, this can be found at 31.7 latitude and 15.7 longitude, and then there it is on the map. Now this can be found over in the Sunken Forest. It can be found on the second platform down, so there's 2 platforms, make sure to go down to the bottom one. That did confuse a lot of people on the last video, so I went ahead and kind of fixed it for this. Anyways, here's your entrance. Your entrance is actually pretty small, and overall, if you can just put a bunch of spam turrets on the outside of this thing, I mean, it'll be pretty much unraidable as long as you know how to build it properly. Now, coming in here, as you can see on the first area, there is not too much room to work with. It's just kind of a long little corridor that just goes down, which does kind of suck. I'm really not sure what to do here because you can't really build in here. So maybe just more spam turrets. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyways, here is your main room. It opens up into this absolutely massive room, which consists of actually 2 different rooms, just being separated by like some roots or something. So you're able to fit a ton of stuff in here. It is just going to be a very, very awkward build. If those roots weren't there, this spot would be insanely overpowered. But the roots do kind of push it down a little bit on our list. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's still a pretty good rat hole. I'm not sure how to really conquer this, so this is going to be a bit of a pain. So yeah, let's get on to the full base design. This video is sponsored by Mitra 9. Mitra 9 is a kava and kratom seltzer company which provides an alternative to alcohol. These drinks give you a high, but without the impairment. They have a ton of great flavors, my favorite being tropical. Simply go to mitra9.com and use my code OUTCAST and you will get 25% off your entire order. If you're looking for a great alternative to coffee or just a way to get you going in the morning, Mitra is definitely the way to go. Now, back to the video. Now here is the full base design. As you can see on the exterior, I went ahead and used a cliff platform that is attached onto that little ledge on the right side. It covers more room than attaching it in the middle, so I just went ahead and just did that. Then you have a little tiny turret wall. It's nothing too crazy, along with just a ton of spam turrets. I put the majority tech turrets. There are a couple heavies, but it is mainly tech turrets because tech turrets are just overpowered. In this little room, I just put the tech generator in there that's just going to power your exterior turrets. I really don't know what to do with this area. It is so awkward, it's really weird to work with, and I went ahead and just skipped it. Now this is very confusing, so make sure that you build this properly. This is all being held up by these 4 pillars right here, meaning it is 3 or 4 different platforms all on one. It is very tricky to do, and you have to build it perfectly right to get that top layer to work with the staircase for coming down. Inside you got your replicators, a nice little deady wall, as well as a ton of vaults for all of your storage. Over here is a full incubating area as well as a raising area, so you can raise some dinos, and you can build another platform on here. I kind of left a lot of room for you to really work with, so you can build a bunch more layers. I only have about 3 or 4 layers though. Over here you have your refrigerators, nice little cooking and your grill area, as well as your cryo fridges. Now down here is a crafting station. I had to separate it from the replicators because unfortunately the reps cannot fit in here. So this is just a crafting station for all of your other loot. Anyways, you got 2 steam forges because indie forges do not fit down here, which does kind of suck, but if you can figure out how to fit them, go ahead. So yeah, that's it for this one. Nothing too wild, just a little bit of dino storage, not too much, but again, like I said, you can add multiple layers to kind of add more dino storage. It's completely up to you. But yeah, let's get on to number 2. Coming at number 2, this can be found at 57.0 latitude and 38.5 longitude, and then there it is on the map. Now this can be found over in the city. Here is the surrounding area to try to find this one. This one is a little bit tricky to find, but once you find it once, it's pretty easy and you can easily find it over and over. Now this rat hole is a different one on this list, I'll just say that. I mainly put this one on here because it's built for more of a smaller tribe, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. Now this room is an awkward layout, but having that entrance being so tiny, meaning that you can't fit any dinos in here, is what makes this one insanely overpowered. So we're most likely just going to be building strictly up here, and this entire thing is just going to be spammed off with just tons of turrets. So yeah, let's get on to the full base design. Now here is the full base design. So on the exterior, I went ahead and put nothing outside. I thought about it, and if you want to be living in this rat hole, you don't really want people to know that you're here. Now on the interior, as you can see, you have an absolute insane amount of turrets. It is exactly 100 turrets, mostly tech turrets and a little bit of heavy. I have a main turret wall right there on the base, as well as just an absolute insane amount of just spam turrets, as well as some Tesla coils. The Tesla coils are kind of to help slow things down, like if a dino gets thrown out in here. But yeah, here's your entrance. Getting in and out of the base does kind of suck for this, but once you enter, you got your cryo fridges, small little vault wall, as well as your chem benches, fabricators, replicators, 2 indie forges, 4 smithies, your tech transmitter over there in the corner, as well as your tech generator in that little room right there. Then you have your teleporter right underneath your stairs, as well as a couple cryo fridges right there and an indie grinder. Up here you have, I would just say, more vault storage and a little bit of room for storing maybe a couple dinos, not many. And then up top is just your dino storage area, as well as your hatching area. So yeah, pretty compact base, nice little area, and works for a smaller tribe. Coming at number 1, this can be found at 21.8 latitude and 7.0 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now this can be found over in the Sunken Forest, and this one is a little bit tricky to find. Just look for this main waterfall with the walkway in it, and you should be able to find this one pretty easily. Now the reason why this one is at number 1 is because of the height. This thing is super high up on this little, I guess, like cliff side, if you want to call it that. Meaning if you can build it properly, it's going to be a very, very difficult raid, as you have to use flyers strictly to raid this thing. But yeah, so as you can see inside, it opens up into this second little room area, which is still kind of connected to the first room. You know, nothing too crazy, but this third room is what does make this kind of overpowered, which is right here. As you can see, pretty good amount of room on here. On the video, it doesn't really show it though, so you'll see what I mean when I get done with this build. So let's get on to the full base design. Now here is your full base design. So on the exterior, I went ahead and put a cliff platform that basically goes all the way up to the ceiling, as well as just a ton of spam turrets. Now raiding this is going to be an absolute pain. The only way that I can really see somebody actually truly raid this is with a Karkinos, and even then, it's going to get killed instantly when they throw anything on this. Here's your entrance right there, as well you have a tech force field that's going to stop the cliff platform from getting damaged. Now in here is your first room. This first room can be used for, I don't know, maybe hatching some dinos or just breeding dinos. You have a good amount of room to work with, so you can easily do that in here. Up here is a bit of a challenge to climb up because of how the terrain is built, but you kind of have to do it sideways. As well as you have another little turret wall right there just in case your main turret system gets down. That's just meant to kind of stall some time. It's not going to, you know, keep people out. Anyways, in here, I built something a little different. So you have your main little raid area right here. You got your vault and all that, just in case, as well as your refrigerator layer, and I left some open room right here. Now you do have a elevator, and then you have a giant door right here. Bit of a different kind of build. I'm going to see how you guys like it, but yeah, it does kind of work for me. Up here, you got your indie forges as well as your full crafting station. You got your transmitter in the middle, fabricators over here, chem benches over here, as well as a vault, and then a teleporter over there in the corner. You have your cooker and your grill, as well as a tiny little vault storage area. Now up here onto your third layer is your main area for storing dinos, and just mainly anything else that you really want to add in here. So yeah, overall, it's not bad. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.